when I found Alignable, I had been actively involved in LinkedIn since 2004. I've taught social media for 13 years. Small business is, to me, the backbone of our country. I'm very passionate about it. It's critical. Now it's almost an endangered species. We need to help more than ever. And what was missing for me is something fully focused on local that cared and understood it. We had an experiment in Raleigh on Ning, of all things, that got up to 4,000 or 5,000 people it was called Inside 919 for our area code. It was tremendously successful. And then Facebook came in and kind of sucked the life away from it. But most of us in the Raleigh area small business met through that. So then there was this void, and no offense to Zuckerberg here, but I really think in his house in California, he doesn't know what a small town is. He doesn't know what it means to make payroll when you have an ice cream shop and you're sacrificing things. He doesn't know on the ground the micro business owner. And LinkedIn, they really have committed to the bigger B2B type
corporates.
thing.
Yeah.
And that's why I was driven to Alignable. Not that I thought when I got on it was perfect and did everything right, but when I got on it, and then I reconnected to people I hadn't seen in 15 years. I connected all these small businesses. And then what happened, Eric, is I started getting recommendations. I couldn't keep up with thanking them. But, I had helped a lot of people a long time. And someone in your company contacted me, said, we'd like to talk to you because you got so many recommendations in a short time. And I said, well, I'm barely keeping up with it. And that's how we built the relationship. I said, no, I've just been helping a lot of people for a long time and working with that pay it forward approach. Then I got Jane, that's a powerhouse. I'll hand over briefly what got her into Alignable and what she loves about it. Jane?
Well, when I started with Alignable, I actually started because a friend of mine's in British Columbia, and she connected me to Alignable. She's part of my mastermind group. So I was kind of poking around, looking at it, going, oh, this is kind of interesting, and it's for small business. How cool is that? And then the thing that I loved about it was that it's local. So rather than LinkedIn being that high rise where you're happily hoping that you're going to meet somebody on the elevator, when we actually went into buildings and used elevators. This is more like getting together at the coffee shop where you actually see people and know people and connect with them more easily. The other thing that I think is very cool is that even though you can start with the microcosm of your own little local area, because I think that's where your heart is, you can expand out, and you do have access to people nationwide who may be in your same business, who are encountering the same challenges and excitement and situations that you are. So you get to tap into that network as well to help you build your business better, even if it's just a local business. So, and I shouldn't say just a local business, because local business is vital to all of us. So that's why I've really been thrilled with Alignable, and I love the way that it connects all of us together, and it's much more friendly. I guess that's the easiest way for me to describe it. So that's it. So Eric, I really want to know why you decided to create Alignable.
Because we just want to be friendly. That's a great question. So a little bit on me. I've been in the small business industry now for 25, 30 years. And prior to founding Alignable, I was one of the founding execs at a company called Constant Contact.
Oh, okay.
And so I spent 10 and a half years building Constant Contact from, I think when I joined, we had 10 customers and $100 in revenue, and went through being a public company. And my focus there was all on the go-to-market side, and how do we bring this application to small business owners and help them understand how to take advantage of it. And not surprisingly, one of the key elements of the organization that I built out was education. And what we would do is we would literally go around the country, and I had 22 people all over the country who were focused on just teaching businesses about marketing, and how email marketing was a great tool to help you bring your customers back. And inevitably, when I would go out and I'd lead one of those conversations with business owners around the country, at the end of it, people would come up to me and say, you know, I love the fact that technology is helping me bring my customers back. Why can't it solve the simple problem of helping me find new customers? And so when I left Constant Contact, that was what was kind of on my mind. And I left on this journey to truly understand what is it that causes or helps small businesses to actually acquire new customers, and spent like 6 months actually out there talking to other business owners, small business owners around my community, about their business and how they do things. And, you know, we'd asked this question a lot over the years, and it all came back, not to steal my thunder too much, to word of mouth referrals, right? Number one source of new customers. And so that's what I'll take us through today, is a little bit of the discovery that we went on to really understand that. But it was my passion for small business, along with the desire to solve this problem, and meeting my co-founder, who's a brilliant person in his own right. We could spend hours on him in terms of his background and how he's used technology to really solve problems over the years. But it was that combination of that opportunity, the pain point, and looking for a solution that brought us to Alignable. So with that, how about if I kick it off and kind of do a little bit of sharing, and then, you know, towards the end, we can actually open it up for questions, and we can go look around the product and explore different places. But,